So the question is bigger always better? Let's get into it. Hey everybody, this is Brett from BJ Gaines, finally bringing you this beautiful Rep Arcadia Max review I've been talking about. So the question I posed in the beginning is bigger always better? Well, how do we define bigger? This is the bigger brother of the Rep Arcadia. The Arcadia came out, I'd say a year or so before the Max. I came awfully close to buying it, but I kept hearing rumors that they were going to come out with a bigger version. Me being a bigger guy, I wanted something I could get a bigger stretch on. So what are the dimensions? The dimensions from back post to back post are 32.9 inches. The dimensions from the back of the wall or the back of the unit to the front tip of the front foot is 44 inches. From tip to tip, the foot to foot is 75.5 inches, and it is roughly 87.5 inches tall. So what is that compared to the Rep Arcadia? So the Arcadia has a rear width of 24 inches, a depth of 35.5 inches. It has a max height of just over 80 inches, and the front width is 55.3 inches. So you can tell just by the numbers alone that the Arcadia itself is much smaller than its bigger brother. Another one of the big differences is the weight stacks that come with it. The Arcadia Max comes with a 230 pound stack, which is 115 pounds. And you can upgrade that to a 270 pound stack, which will give you 135 pounds at the 2-to-1 ratio. Both of them also have this 2.5 pound drop down to help you with more incremental jumps. The Arcadia comes with a 170 pound starting weight stack, so that gives you 85 at the 2-to-1 ratio. You can also upgrade it to the 220 pound stack, which puts you at the 110 pound full capacity. As I mentioned, this 2.5 pound weight is super simple to use. Pops in up top, you pull it down, falls right down to the stack itself. The stack is easy to switch however you want it. The pin goes in and out nice and easy. It's got a little magnet at the bottom, so it helps keep it locked in. Same thing with the handles themselves. Meant to do with one hand. You can tell I need to grease mine a little bit. They also have 36 different weight spots, all numbered. And the machine itself is beautiful. You got the Rep logos all over the place. You got this multi-grip pull-up station. I've heard a lot of complaints about that online, that it would be better just to have a regular one. Most of us have, if we have a home gym, most of us have a squat rack. Most of us have a squat rack that has a pull-up bar. I really like the fact that this gives me some different variations that I can do. And it's just high enough that I can do it and keep my feet off the ground at 6'2". One of the other big things that both this and the smaller brother come with is the pegboards that come standard. I'd never had pegboards in my gym. I've had a gym at 4 different houses now. Never realized I needed them. This coming with it, this thing was amazing. This machine coming with the pegboards is a game changer. Made me realize just how important these pegboards are. It's beautiful just to keep all your stuff organized. I've even got some more space, some more hooks to hold on to stuff. Nice place to keep all your handles, your wraps, everything like that. I did decide to go with the white. Comes in white and black. I went with white just to kind of give some variation to the gym. I also went with the white black wing as well to kind of keep that variation going. Just a little pop. I like that color option. I like that you don't just get the standard black that almost every other type of unit gives you. As far as usability with this, it's pretty comparable to a cable crossover machine you're gonna find in a traditional gym. That's where one of the negatives, I'll say, comes to it for me, which it's a negative that they can't really do anything about. One of my favorite exercises in the gym is the cable crossover curls. This doesn't have that width. It has plenty of width to do all the crossover moves and everything like that, but you got to take what you can get when you're working with a home gym. But it does have, like I said, it's got the 36 different height adjustments. The weight stack, I got the upgrade, goes to 135 pounds. There's really nothing that you can't do as far as a functional trainer is concerned. 1-arm movements, 2-arm movements. The cable pull is over 100 inches, so you got plenty of room to work outside the unit. If you have 2 people working in your gym, you got 2 sides independent of each other, so you can do 2 different exercises. You can work together. You're not getting in each other's way. I love that they put the shrouds over the weight plates. Not only do I think it looks good, it's safe. My daughter comes down here sometimes. I really don't want her to get her fingers stuck in there, so I'm really glad they thought of that safety consciousness while also making it get that good aesthetic look. It's got the band pegs at the bottom. I don't actually own band pegs. I probably should get some, but if you want to add that little extra resistance at the top, it's got the band peg holders where you can do so. I know there's a lot of back and forth in all the other review pages about pulleys. What should you get? Should you get nylon? Should you get aluminum? Home gym this, a commercial gym that? I just want it smooth. I'm the only one working out in here. I'm never going to wear out a pulley over the course of my lifetime. I like the aluminum personally. I think it looks better, but they're smooth. These pulleys are smooth as can be. All right, getting into assembly. When I got this, I didn't have the area to set this up so I could take videos and pictures and everything, but I will say that assembly was very simple. They say you should have 2 people. I was supposed to have a friend come over and help me with it. I kept waiting. While I kept waiting, I just started building, and I got this thing together by myself in about 4 hours. I will say the only part that you should definitely have someone with you is when you're putting the cross member with the pull-up machine on it. It's very heavy, very awkward, and if you're doing it by yourself, can be unsafe. So not my smartest move, but I got it up. I strongly encourage you. You can do the rest by yourself pretty simply, but definitely get somebody to help you when you put that up. As far as everything else, Rep gives you the tools. They put the pieces in the packaging material beautifully. Everything came nice and wrapped. The only complaint I did have, and Rep rectified everything with the shipment, is when I did get the shipment, I ordered a bunch of stuff. I ordered 2 sets of the competition bumpers. I ordered a deadlift bar, Colorado bar. I ordered a bunch of stuff. And when it came, it was all sitting on top of the crate, and the crate busted in, caused some damage to one of the bumpers. Rep replaced the bumper, no problem. And there was no damage to any of the material as far as the Arcadia was concerned. So happens in shipping, you get some issues like that, but just something to be aware of if you order multiple things at once. Another thing that's always talked about is knurling. I like the knurling. I think it's got a good grip to it, good bite. Same thing on the handles. It's got the same knurling, good bite. Gives you that good grip when you're trying to move things around, especially if you're sweaty and in a hurry. I like these handles a lot. I've heard, like I said, on this, you can listen to 1,000 different reviews. You're gonna get 1,000 different opinions. I like these. I like that there's plenty of room for my hand. They're wide enough. Kind of like I talked about with the Reppins. I got semi-big hands. I like to make sure that I have room for them. Plenty of room in these. And if you go to the website, the Rep website, they actually have a bunch of great attachments. They come out with some that they just collaborated with Cleverbuilt on. They look amazing. I'm hoping to get some of those soon. But you don't feel like you always have to go big budget. Go to Amazon, see what you can find. I think I even got this off of Temu back in the day, and it works just fine. So more expensive isn't always better. I do think that this is a premium machine for the cost. Right now it's $26.99. I think the weight stack upgrade is $3.99, but it's worth every penny for everything you can do with it in the gym. You could literally use this and have nothing else in front of you, and you could get a full body workout every single day. So this is something I've always wanted in my home gym, something I've been waiting 5 years to find the right one to get and have the space to put it. Yeah, so typically you would want this in the corner, especially because the shape it's meant to fit that corner. I couldn't do it because I already had the lat pull down in place, and in here by myself, especially on the gym tile flooring, I couldn't move that by myself to get it out of the way to move this over. So these are where they're at, and this is probably where they're gonna stay. I have the space for it. It works out. I got plenty of room between this and my squat rack so that I can do it, but just make sure that wherever you set it up, you have the space to work on either side of it and directly in front of it mainly. So just kind of a rehash of the goods. The quality and engineering that Rep has put into this thing is second to none. Not gonna lie, there was a couple times in life I wanted to pull the $6,000 trigger on the Rogue FT6, I think it is. Glad I didn't, glad I waited, because I'm guessing this will do me everything that will with a third of the price tag. But the quality of this thing is bar none. A few other things I like. I love the pegboards, as I mentioned. The weight stacks, they go higher than I'm ever gonna need for the weights I do. I have other machines if I ever have to go heavier. It also, like I said, it also gives you that band peg option if you do want to get a little more of that resistance and you max out the stack. I love the versatility when you got the 36 different placements for the handles. I love the handles themselves. I think they're great. I think you have options that you can buy stuff on the site or elsewhere to add different attachments, different exercises that you can do. Now for some of the negatives are personal thoughts. Doesn't mean you're gonna have the same ones. I waited for the Max because I wanted something bigger. I'm glad I did. It's bigger. It's gonna give me a lot more of the versatility than I wanted. I do, as odd as it sounds, wish it was bigger, but then you are getting into that cable crossover territory. So you got to give and take. Obviously, it's a home gym piece, commercial grade, whatever they want to call it. It's meant for a home gym. This is where we're putting it. This is where I'm using it. This does everything I need it to. Do I wish it was wider? Yes. Can I still do everything I need to with it? Yes. So it's a negative, but it's not one that really affects anything. So this doesn't impact me as much because I have my own lat pull down low row, but I think if you could do low rows on this, they had a foot plate or something where you could pull on it. I think that would be great if there was some sort of an attachment. Not really necessary on the pull down. You got all kinds of different grips that you could do for pull-ups, and if you need a band assisted ones, you got those as well. And if you're just too strong for that, you can always add weight to a dip station or a dip belt. They do give you the ability to bolt it to the ground. They got the holes on it so that you can. It comes with the system to bolt it. I'm not. It's extremely heavy. I'm not worried about it. I'm never gonna pull enough weight or pull on it or do any kind of crazy pull-ups with my big self that I'm gonna have to worry about it falling over. But safety first. Make sure that if you think you're gonna be doing anything like that, I strongly encourage that you do. Just because I don't doesn't mean that you shouldn't. So as far as negatives, the only other one I have, and it has nothing to do with the functionality of the machine, is customization. Rep does a very good job. They let you customize dang near everything you build, anything that you put together on their site. It'd be nice if you could make some different variations of the color on this. It'd be awesome if you could do a red, white, and blue functional trainer. If you could do whatever matching gym colors you have. You have a green rep rack. It'd be nice if you could have a green rep functional trainer. Doesn't affect anything. I love the white. I think it pops, but I think having the option with some of the steel that translates to everything else, or hell, even just a different color pegboard in the back to kind of give it that difference right there. But other than that, I mean, I'm not a rep fanboy. I know this is only my second review, and both of them have been very positive on rep. Both of these units have been great. The Reptons to start were amazing. They're still amazing. This thing, I've been using it for a couple months now. I got nothing bad to say. I'm trying to come up with negatives because I don't want to just sound like that guy. They didn't send it to me. I'm a brand new channel. I have no following. They didn't pay me to do this. I don't even have an affiliate link. So I am not doing this for any reason that Rep has. They don't even know who I am. But this thing is incredible. So from somebody who is not saying it from a rep perspective, if you have any inkling to get a functional trainer, you have other ones that come in that same cost range. If you're willing to pay a couple $100 more, go with this. You're not gonna be upset that you spent a couple $100 extra. Now, if you don't have it, obviously don't go broke for it, but if you can, I encourage you to move up to this option. So with that said, this has been Brett from BJ Gains. Tell me what you think down in the comments section. Getting a lot of traction on the first review. I'd like to hope that we're gonna get it on this one as well. Subscribe to the channel. I do have a lot more equipment that I wanna review, and as the reviews get piling up, I'm hoping to get some more equipment that we can get into to also review. I appreciate all your support, and y'all have a great day.